For most of human history, belly fat was almost non-existent. Not because humans had gyms. Not because they counted calories. And definitely not because they had perfect discipline. For nearly 300,000 years, humans lived completely differently from us. They hunted, walked, climbed, gathered food, and slept when the sun went down. So what changed? Researchers once studied the Hadza, one of the last hunter-gatherer communities on Earth. The Hadza walk long distances, hunt with bows, climb trees for honey, and spend their days physically active. Scientists expected them to burn far more calories than modern people living in cities. But they didn't. Their daily calorie expenditure was surprisingly similar to people living in modern societies. This changed the question. Maybe belly fat is not simply about how much you move. Maybe it is about the entire environment your body lives in. Start with food. Traditional hunter-gatherers eat far more natural, fiber-rich foods than the average modern person. Fiber feeds the trillions of microorganisms living inside your gut. Your gut is not just a place where food is digested. It is an ecosystem that can influence appetite, inflammation, and metabolism. But modern diets are often built around refined carbohydrates, added sugar, and ultra-processed foods. As the diet changed, the environment inside the human body changed too. Then came the second problem, sleep. For most of human history, darkness meant the end of the day. No phones. No screens. No artificial light keeping people awake until 2 in the morning. But today, we can interrupt our natural sleep cycle almost indefinitely. And poor sleep does more than make you tired. It can increase hunger, weaken feelings of fullness, raise stress hormones, and make it easier to overeat. It can also affect where your body stores fat. Especially visceral fat, the deep fat stored around your internal organs. Then comes the third problem, chronic stress. A hunter-gatherer may face danger, react, run, escape, and then return to normal. Modern stress often has no clear ending. The deadline comes. Then another one. The bills remain. The job continues. The anxiety stays. Your body keeps receiving the same message. Something is wrong. Stay alert. Prepare yourself. And when the stress response stays active for too long, it can affect sleep, appetite, metabolism, and fat storage. So the modern problem is not just that we move less. The food changed. The sleep changed. The stress changed. But human biology did not change overnight. Your body is still built from hundreds of thousands of years of evolution. That is why losing belly fat is often more complicated than simply being told to exercise more. Exercise matters. But the gym cannot completely compensate for terrible sleep. It cannot erase chronic stress. And it cannot turn an ultra-processed diet into a healthy one. If you want to change your body, you have to look at the entire system. Sleep better. Eat more real, fiber-rich food. Move consistently. And find ways to reduce the stress that never seems to end. Not for 1 week. Not for one challenge. But long enough for your biology to catch up with your intentions. Because your body is not broken. It is responding. The question is, what kind of environment are you giving it to respond to?